Hello, I'm Francisco Ruiz, the author of the PassLok privacy app, which is now in version 2.0. In this video, I'm going to show you how to check the authenticity of the code itself, which might be important. Let me first tell you why you want to do this. You are going to be using this for encrypting stuff so that nobody can read it, supposedly. But if the code is not what you think it is, it might be encrypting in a way that you think it does, but then somebody else who made some changes to the code is actually able to read it through some backdoor that you will not be able to tell that is there. So it is important to look at the code and to make sure that it is the authentic code, it has not been tampered with at the server. If you're getting it through an app store like Chrome or Google Play or Apple, then implicitly you are trusting them, Google or Apple, with that checking of the code and making sure that it is delivered in its integrity. So let's go ahead and see how we can do that with a web app version. First of all, you need to display the PassLok app and view the source. Different browsers do it differently. In Windows, normally you'll do Control-U. In Apple, this is a Macintosh, you will do Command-Option-U. So let me do that. Okay, and this views the source. This is the source, the complete source of the program. It's very long, it's about 8,000 lines, 9,000 lines. And if any of them has been changed, you could suspect that something is not right. So the next thing you want to do is that you want to save it to a file. And at this point, I'm going to need to go off screen in order to just do a save page. Okay, from the source, right, and then I'm just going to put it on downloads. Okay, so now I'm saving that source code. Don't do it from the acting app itself, because then what will happen is that the browser will interpret the source code and will save something slightly different. You need to do this from the source. Okay, now that we have this, you want to go to some place where you can actually check the authenticity of that. We're going to make what is called an SHA-256 hash. If you look at the help, there is an item on how to check the authenticity right here with instructions. So you need to view source, we've done this. Now we need to take the SHA-256. One of the ways to do it is an online utility, and here I have one that seems to work very well. It's hashonlineconvert.com. You have other options that are recommended right here. If you click for more, there's some other places that we found that work well. This particular website will accept a file. Okay, so we'll just give them the file, and here it is. I'll give it to them. It's almost 400K. And now that it's done it, I can just, let's see, convert files. Okay, now it will submit the data. It's getting it. And now we're getting, hopefully, we're getting the hash. Okay, here it is in hex version. This is a hex string that you should compare with a hex string that will be published at weebly.com. For instance, let me show you what it's like right now. PassLok, weebly.com. This one is not going to check because it's for a different version. So when you look at get PassLok, one of the things that you're going to see is the hash for the latest version. This one will be different because it's not for the version that I just showed you. But you compare what you get here with what you get here. And if they are the same, well, you can be pretty sure that there has been no tampering. To make double sure, I'm publishing this in other places, like the Google Play Store, the Chrome Store, Apple. In addition to talking about their versions that they host, there is also a reference to the web app version and what the hash should be. so that if somebody wants to change them all, it will have a lot of trouble, a lot of work to do. So this will tell you if it's correct. Now, if it turns out that you still wonder if somebody has actually changed this in all the different places where it's displayed, well, normally I have a video where I appear reading this very hash, and if you see me once or twice, hopefully you'll be able to recognize me. So let me just play the last one for the heck of it.
Hello, I am Francisco Ruiz, the
Okay.
author of PassLok privacy.
And then
Here it is.
I'll show it to you and read it.
2B091894.
Okay, so with this, hopefully you can be sure that the latest version of PassLok is pristine and nobody has tampered with it. Thank you and enjoy PassLok.